Today I want to talk about how you should be training your dog and what type of training style you should have compared to the lifestyle that you live. All right, so there's 3 training styles that I want to talk about today. Now these are not all of them, but these are just the majority. I think these are the ones that most people are going to fall into. So the first one is going to be a patio dog. This is the dog that you're going to be taking to you on restaurants. You're going to be taking them to events. You're going to take them to a whole bunch of different places that other people are going to be there. There's going to be other dogs. So this dog needs to be the most trained. This dog needs to be the most socialized with a bunch of different sounds, a bunch of different people, all different scenarios, because we don't want to be able to take this dog out and then have that dog show any signs of aggression, barking, or being any type of disturbance to the people around. So the things that I would recommend you work on to create a patio dog is socialization training, right? So when they're puppies, take them out to these places so that they can be used to environments that are loud, be used to people walking by, be used to other dogs. Take them to places like Home Depot, take them to places like your local park, just so they can hear little kids screaming, they can see cars driving by. You want them just to be used to the sounds of the city and the sounds of other people and seeing other dogs and not being excited and pulling towards them. You want to be able to walk through up and down the street and through crowds without your dog leading the way. They want to be looking to you for direction. So this is also a part of pulling, but really more so a part of composure control. You want your dog to not necessarily be so overstimulated and so overexcited to where they're so eager to smell something over here. They're pulling towards this direction. They're all over the place. You want to make sure that you lock in your composure control and then lock in your dog not being able to pull here and there and be able to walk almost in a heel command, because you don't want your dog too far ahead of you. You don't want them to be behind you staring at other dogs when you walk by. You want them to be right there with you and locked in. The next thing is that I recommend you teach your dog the stay and down command. Sit is good, but when you're in a circumstance like you're sitting at the patio or you're out in an event, you want your dog to be able to stay in one place and relax, right? You want them to be able to lay down. They're in a non-confrontational position. You want them to be in a disengaged position so that you can enjoy what's going on and you know that your dog is not getting into anything when you're not paying attention. Overall, a patio dog is something that you want to take time to get through. They need to be able to master these things before you go out in public. The next one is going to be a stay-at-home dog. So this training is going to be a lot more tailored to your experience at home. Your dog may stay outside versus if your dog is inside, then you may want to teach your dog certain house manners. So we have a video, if you scroll down, there's a couple house manners that you could teach your dog, but things like the place command, things like threshold command, so your dog doesn't run out the door when the postman comes with a package, or when the pizza man comes and you're opening the door for him and the dog slips out and runs out into the street. You want to be able to teach your dog, of course, like potty manners, so they're not peeing and pooping all inside of your house. But also you may want that dog to protect the home. So these are certain things that is important to have in the confines of your house, but it's not necessarily things that are always going to be transferable out into the public. So that dog doesn't necessarily need to have so much socialization. I recommend you socialize every dog, but you don't necessarily need to socialize your dog with a bunch of crowds and a bunch of people, because that dog is going to be at home. They're going to be more so comfortable with the environment that you create for them. Last but not least is going to be working breed. So this is going to be something completely different from the first and second group. This is whatever you're going to be teaching them. For example, if you have a border collie and you need this dog to take care of all the cow and get them into the right areas, that is going to be completely different if you have a protection dog and he needs to have certain training, he or she needs to have certain trainings to where they know how to protect the house, guard maybe kids that you have. The trainings are all different, but they're all specialized on the lifestyle that you have. You also can blend these training styles. I just wanted to make this video so that you would understand that there isn't necessarily a wrong or right way to train your dog. It's just based off of what works for you and what's important for you. If you never decide to take your dog outside the house, then that dog doesn't necessarily need to have the same training that a dog would have if you were consistently going on hikes and you like to let your dog be off leash when you're going up and down the trails. So it's completely different, but it's solely dependent upon you. If you have any questions about training, put it in the comment section below and we'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.